Hello guys and welcome to another video, and this time it's on the after election results of the 2025 federal election. This election was crazy as there was a gain in Teal Independence and Labour, but a big landslide loss for the coalition, specifically in Queensland and Tasmania. So, let's start off on the western side and see who's ahead in these two seats, which are, by the way, Bullwinkle and Moore. So firstly, let's check Bullwinkle. Don't ask why it's named like that. So for me, I'd project that Labour is ahead, so I'd give them the win at their Bullwinkle. There's actually a few Labour seats in doubt that were, I think, gained by an independent. None of them be gained by the Greens, as they lost seats. Next we have Moore. Which looks to be a guaranteed ALP win. That means the Liberals have no representation in not only one capital city, but a lot of states have a lot of states now have absolutely zero representation of the coalition in their cities. Okay, some states. Okay. That includes the entirety of Tasmania and the ACT, as well as the Northern Territory, as well as spoiler alert, South Australia, where the electorate of Sturt has definitely flipped to Labour. I'm just informing you guys of the seat changes, as well as the ones where the seats are where the particular candidate is ahead in the seat, which is why there's a couple more blanks. So Labour's right now at 79 seats, a 3-seat majority, and that's even without a lot of these seats. So that's all the seats in South Australia. Both MPs in the Northern Territory got re-elected. Now we're moving down south to Tasmania. This is an interesting state. Here, so let's talk about Bass first, because it's first alphabetically. Bass, Bridget Archer lost, which, by the way, Bridget Archer is a vocal against her party, and but it did not work out this time, as Labour has won that. Labour has also won Labour has also won Braddon with a 15% swing. So all representation of the Liberals are gone here in Tasmania. So there you go. The next state will be Victoria, where we got a lot of seats in doubt. I think that's meant to be a national seat. Whoops. Let's firstly check on Wannon, because that's the state that's most to the left and was the easiest one to see. And yes, if it looks blurry, then don't blame me. Blame the thing that's just happening for no reason. So there you go. Okay, it looks to be a Liberal retain. So that has slipped from those. There could have been an independent change there. There are the seats. I guess I'll go with Casey next. The C to Casey, which is my name, as I previously stated last time. Looks to be a Liberal retain too. So the Liberals are keeping a couple of seats, but they're losing a lot. There's also Monash in Melbourne South. Monash. Hang on, let me find it real quick. It's in the MOs. There you go. Liberals are apparently ahead on this one. So Monash will be a Liberal gain from the Teal Independence. Or I should say the Community Independence in this instance. And now we're going to go on to Metropolitan Melbourne. Firstly, let's start with, well, the electorate of Melbourne itself, as that's an interesting one. It was held by the Greens' Adam Bant, but right now, the Greens look to be ahead in here. So it looks like the Greens will just be able to barely squeak onto Melbourne. But I was thinking they would lose the seat by the stage, but no, not yet. Oops. Anyways, let's check on a seat gain here, which is in Menzies, which is named after Robert Menzies, the greatest Australian Prime Minister in some people's opinion. It's an ALP gain for Menzies, so Labor's on the 82 seats, which is now encroaching Kevin Rudd-sized territory here. Next, let's check Deakin. It's another ALP gain as they win that. Lastly, we have Flinders in the south. So I know the Liberals are ahead. So I'd say a Liberal hold with a margin of over 1%. If it's less than 1%, might be different. Anyways, on to New South Wales. A couple of swing seats here, like Hughes, Banks, and Bradfield. This time I'm going to go from north to south. I don't really have a particular order. I just want to do it ordered in a random way, I guess. Bradfield. With that much of that, I would say it looks like Nicole Boyle will win Bradfield, considering it's surrounded by a lot of independent areas as well as a Labour seat. Not really that much of a coalition there, so I'd say the independents gain that one over the coalition. Next is Hughes, which was held by the coalition and was famous for holding, you know who, Craig Kelly of the former party of the United Australia Party, now Trumpet Patriots. So right now, Labor's on Kevin Rudd's seat count. So Labor's gained Hughes, so now they have that seat. Banks. Let's go back up to B's. Banks is in Labour gain for sure. With Xi soon to be in office. Anyways, let's check the Australian Capital Territory, as this is the only time where Labour has lost a seat in the lower house. As Labour is not ahead in this one. It's the electorate of Bean. It's colour. By the way, Labour has maintained Bennelong, if you're wondering. So the Bean looks like the independent of Jesse Price is ahead. Looks like the independents will gain an 11th seat. But with it being so close, I feel like Labour could... I feel like, though, this is the only time where I am doubting this one. I feel like Labour is going to hold on to Bean. But at the same time, I feel like the independents could gain it. So I'd say an independent win by a very minor margin. I don't think Labour would have enough guts to win this one, considering all the preferences are flowing to them. Next, we're going to the north of New South Wales, in the smallest electorate that's still visible. It's Richmond. I don't know who this is named after, but Richmond is Richmond. Overshot. Whoops. So it looks like a 0.4% swinging from the ALP, but they are still ahead in Richmond. So the Greens have been absolutely decimated in this area. So Labour is able to hold on. Last night it was looking uncertain. It looked like the Greens could take a potential victory from there, but once more results came in, it was not looking as bright. So right now, as with my predictions, Labour's on 86 seats. And by the way, that's predictions and the seats Labour has gained throughout the night. So there you go. Now for the 10 seats in Queensland that have been tossing up and down everywhere, here and there. There are a lot of Queensland seats in doubt. Okay, there's Bontnor, Bowman, Ford, Griffith, Brisbane, Ryan, all the Green seats, and a lot of the coalition seats, including Peter Dunn's seat of Dickson, which is right here. Which, if you might have heard on my previous video, he has lost that seat. So yeah. Firstly, let's check the electorate of Bowman. It looks to be a Liberal retain, even though earlier polling suggested it was uncertain. Bontnor, let's see Bontnor as well. Bontnor is a Labour gain. Now let's check the electorate of Ford. Here, which is I think roughly around a specific area. So Ford is where Logan City Council's in. Ford is a Labour gain. Now let's go to Brisbane itself. Labour gains Brisbane. And I think they also gain Griffith. Let's see. Yes, Labour has gained Griffith. Max Chandler Mather has been decimated. Labour's up to 90 seats. This is the size of victory for... this is the size of victory that Tony Abbott had in 2013, so... yeah. Anyways, let's check on to a decisive seat in Ryan. So, with my election predictions, Labour is already at a big victory, and the crossbench is still the same size, roughly. Yeah, the crossbench though did get cut because of the loss of roughly 3 Greens MPs. I say roughly because Ryan is still one of those seats in doubt, as well as the Greens seat of yeah. So it looks like right now, according to ABC, the Greens are leading in Ryan, so Ryan will stay green. I was saying to my my school principal, who by the way lives in the electorate of Ryan, that it was at risk. Well, it looks like it has lost its risk, for now at least, because there could be a major swing against Labour coming up. Anyways, we're gonna go to these 3 seats, the ones that Labour has won big time in. The first one let's look at is Peter Dunn's seat of Dickson. And Dickson is to the ALP, as Labour has gained it Labour's at 91 seats with my election predictions, plus a couple other stuff. So Labour's on 91, and the LNP right now is on 41, so that's pretty bad. So anyway, so Peter Dutton has lost his. So the opposition leader has lost his seat. This also means that This also means that for the first time in Australian history, the leader of the opposition loses their seat. Anyways, let's check Petrie next, which is the smallest electorate out of these three. Hang on, I went too far. Again. Yeah, Petrie is another Labour gain. So they're now on 92 seats, the largest majority in Australian history. They've never ever had a big majority this big. And now let's check the electorate of Longman, which the last time I checked was in doubt. I don't know why that's an ALP likely. Goldstein looks to be in doubt, but I'd say that the Independent would win that. So, anyways, let's move on to Longman, which has the Labour ahead by, wow, only 300 votes. Which, personally, I feel like that's good enough to win the electorate of Longman. Considering that Dixon and Petrie have fallen, I feel like Longman would also fall to Labour. Sorry, Terry Young, but you lost your seat. Last electorate is Leichhardt. And yes, I'm not being biased here. Some might accuse me of that, but I am not biased. It's what the margins say. So yeah, because of Warren Entsch's retirement, Labour has gained Leichhardt, and yeah, there you go. That's it. Labour, with my predictions at least, is at 94 seats. This is a John Howard size victory. Okay, this is how much Malcolm Fraser won against Gough Whitlam in 1975, and this is how much John Howard won in 1996 against Paul Keating. Which is a actual crazy statistic. And the LNP has been so decimated that they're only on 41 seats. But I'll do this without the without the seats that are in doubt so far. So Greens, I guess so right now the Greens would be on no seats. Hang on a minute, let me recolor these ones and yeah. So Labour wins 94. I'm just gonna quickly screenshot this. Oh, hang on. Wait a minute. I need the whole Australian. Sorry guys, I accidentally cut off the recording there. I accidentally turned off my device, so there you go. So that's why, this has been split into two parts on accident, so yeah. Labour's on 94 seats from my projected seat counts. By the way, this is my projected seat counts, not what the ABC or any news corporation has told me to, even though I am using the ABC as a reference point. So yeah, right now Labour's on 94 seats. If you remove the seats in doubt, Labour would have less, so Labour would lose Bullwinkle. Labour will not have Bullwinkle. The Teal Independents will not have Bradfield nor Bean. if those, because those seats are still in doubt, Goldstein looks to be a seat still in doubt. Even up to right now, Longman's in doubt as well. As you clearly see, ALP is though ahead. I think Ryan is also in doubt, the electorate of Ryan. And but it says like Green's ahead. Like, I guess if you put the ahead kind of thing, then yeah, that'd be good. But, you know, I feel like that isn't a great enough metric, unless the percentage of winning is quite big, which it is for the Greens, so I'll give him Ryan back. But Melbourne, though. Melbourne is the seat in doubt. Elizabeth Watson-Brown could actually become the only member in the Greens in the lower house. Yeah, if you include doubted seats, there's Goldstein, Melbourne, Bean here, Bullwinkle and over there, and then Longman as well. And even Bradfield, too. As well as Monash, I guess you could say, but the LNP is winning that one for sure with that big of a margin. Oh, there's also Wills in Victoria. I almost forgot about Wills. That's Corwell. My bad. So yeah, those are all the seats in doubt. 7 seats are in doubt here, while Labour has guaranteed 91. Oops. Labour's guaranteed 91, but has doubt in a couple others. Anyways, that'll be the end of the video. Bye.
$2 is too much.